Without that decision, it will be really a disaster.
The future of Ukraine is in Ukraine's hands, and it's in our hands.
EU countries are about to take the historic decision of whether to start accession talks with Ukraine, Moldova, and Bosnia and Herzegovina. The EPP Group's Mikhail Gala says they've made progress in meeting the requirements to join. After all, Ukraine is fighting a war at the same time.
Ukraine has advanced a lot in spite of the dreadful war of aggression from the Russian side. Since the Revolution of Dignity, it has been on this track of reforms.
Ukraine was left as grey zone when was not invited for NATO membership, was not invited for EU membership. It was a huge mistake also made by some European Union countries. And today we have to fix those mistakes and not to repeat other mistakes. Otherwise, we will get even worse security situation in the future without Ukraine.
But not every EU government is convinced it's time to begin those talks. Hungary has signaled it could veto.
The ball is in the hands of European Council. Maybe Hungarian people can help us to convince their government, because they went through the same path when they wanted to join EU.
We need to support this country for as long as it takes for the war to win, and then we will further develop the process of integration into the European Union.
What about other candidate countries?
It's essential that Bosnia and Herzegovina open negotiations with Commission, with European Union at this moment, because this is a key moment in geopolitical sensitivity that we have to have with Western Balkan country, and especially with Bosnia and Herzegovina, as this is a very fragile country.
Jelena Zovko of the EPP Group says it's important to think about the bigger picture since the war in Ukraine.
Now, all of a sudden, when the European Union understood that we have aggressive Russia on our borders, that we have strong migration waves coming from the south, and that we have instabilities, and the only stabilities that we can have is in order to have a stronger enlargement.
The Republic of Moldova has a pro-European president, pro-European government, pro-European parliamentary majority. The people have expressed themselves in this direction. It's in our interest to bring them close to the European Union, to make sure that they modernize, they reform, and one day are part of the club.
But that country is split with a pro-Russian area.
Russia is trying to keep the Republic of Moldova off its European integration track. It is failing. We are strengthening the country, we are helping the Republic of Moldova to reduce its gas dependency. A young woman won the presidential election 2 years ago against a pro-Russian, pro-Kremlin incumbent president. This is exactly the type of development that we want to see and that the EPP stands for, supporting credible candidates which are attached to the rule of law.
Today it's our responsibility of our generations to do our job, and EPP I see the most powerful leader to lead this process and not to be afraid to lead this process.